What's up, everyone? A No Phase back making another quick video. And I went to go into the store right now to go pick up this item. And when I went to go pick up this item, I knew what aisle this item was gonna be at because I went on the internet and I looked up the item at the store and it said that the item was in stock and I can pick it up, and it was on aisle C26. So I went to the store. I knew what aisle I was gonna go on. And it's funny because when I went into the store, I didn't see any employee in the store except for fucking the cash register. And that was it. And this is a big ass store we're talking about. It's a big ass store. So I didn't see any employee, and I went to the aisle C26, and right when I went to the aisle C26, I see a fucking employee on that aisle. There's no mind you, there's no employee on any fucking floor because it's early in the morning. It's like 10 in the morning right now. So everyone's like, they're on the floor, but they're just not really out doing shit. But when I went to C26, this bitch was like right in the aisle that I needed to go and get this shit from. And I wasn't gonna pay for it because like 80 to 90% of the shit I don't pay for. I just walk out, and I'm at a point right now. I don't really want to. I'll make another video. I don't really give a fuck about shit really. So like, you guys see me as like, I just talk all this shit and whatever. But if you guys knew me in my real life on what I do, I'm not gonna take it as everything I do. Like I really don't give a fuck. And like, so you guys don't know, like I'm on some other shit. So I don't pay for a lot of the shit I get. I just walk up out of the store with it, or I just conceal it or whatever. So I went and I was gonna conceal this. This is why I was tripping, because I seen this bitch, and then I concealed this shit, and she didn't see me or nothing, but just the fact that she was at that fucking aisle. And I'm not gonna say it's no government shit, because this ain't no government shit. I'm not going to give the government that much power. They don't got that much power. They're not that strong, and they don't have that much intelligence to even be able to do that, nor is it even possible for them to track me that much. But I will say this is some type of spiritual shit that's happening. And what I'm thinking this is that it's a spiritual battle, and there's some type of witchcraft going on where if you don't have your mind right, like that was a trap right there. But since I know how to move and maneuver, then it didn't affect me, because I know, because like me, I'm so keen on my fucking environment. Like I pick up everything. Like when I go into the store right now and I went and got this, like I can spot somebody who I could spot somebody up to no good, because if I go into a setting, I automatically analyze the setting. Let's just say I go to a store. When I go into that store, in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's 12 o'clock. I'm at this type of store. I'm at a grocery store. It's 12 o'clock and I'm in this city. That means I shouldn't see these type of people in the store. If I see these type of people, that means something is off. That means that program isn't following its protocol. So if I see somebody that looks like a construction worker at a grocery store at 12 p.m., that's kind of suspicious. So that person must be a security. He must be an agent. Something must be off. And usually when I see something that doesn't fit the program of the Matrix, something goes different. Like there'll be an event that happens, whether to me or I see somebody, if something happens, because I'm not saying this happens all the time, but 99% of the time, 95% of the time, it does happen. 95 to 98% of the time, it does happen. Obviously, there's that 1%, 2%, 3% time where it doesn't connect, because maybe that person's just there, but that's a very small percentage, because everybody has a role to play in this system. Just like you have people like the punk rock, you got the rapper, you got the nerd, you got the businessman, you got the soccer mom. These are all programs, and each of these people, like, they have certain programs they're supposed to go by. So if one of these people are out of their program, that means something. Like, let's just say if somebody's stalking me, or they're following me, or they're doing something that's an ulterior motive to me, that person will have a program. And when they do that thing to me, they'll be outside of their program. So I'll be able to spot them if I can pick up that energy. But you guys got to really know, because this is how, like, I pick up a lot of energy. Like, it's crazy. There'll be people that I forget in my fucking mind, and they'll walk in front of me. and something would just hit me. And I remember, like, I met you last year at this day, and I forgot. I don't even remember it, just because I could pick up that energy. And a lot of you guys can do that shit too. You guys just got to develop your energy for that shit. So yeah, I just thought I wanted to make this video because this shit was crazy. I went to go in here to go and get this shit, and then the bitch was right there. But since I know how to move, I already knew, like, because, like, you got to have your mind in a certain way when you're out here in this matrix system. Like, you have to have your mind in a certain way, because that's going to really block a lot of the shit. Like, that's the number one power, like, based on how you think. Like, a lot of you guys, like, I don't really want to get into this because this is something I will put on my Patreon, because I'm not giving people no jewels. But all I got to tell you guys is your mind you can use your mind as a weapon based on how you think to create certain shit. So it's weird. But that shit was hella weird, how, like, that bitch was right at that aisle. And what I'm thinking is, like, everything is mental. And just like you can use your mind for positive to create, you can use your mind to create negative situations. And I feel like my mind was in a space where, like, that manifested. So it's not like that bitch followed me when I went to that spot. What happened was my mind was in a certain frequency, and then when I'm in that mindset, I have to play out certain scenarios physically. So let's just say you have a certain mindset and you see these numbers, or you see something that just happens. It's not that happened at the same. It's not like it was synchronicity, or it happened and you caught it right in time. It's not. That's not what it is. Is you have a certain mind, and then when you have a certain mind, by default, the physical body follows certain path of events for you to play out and see that number. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit gets deep. That's what it is. So this is why you see these synchronicities and these motherfuckers follow you. It's not that they're following you. And a lot of the niggas who got a brain, they'll understand what I'm saying. All these dumb, stupid fucks out here who want to think shit is more complicated than it is, they're going to be the ones telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. But if that's the case, then how else can you explain these things that just synchronize and line the fuck up? Like this bitch at this place. She didn't follow me. I know my fucking routine and shit. Like, that's not what it is. Ain't nobody, they don't have that much power.